These are some of my pot-grown hostas which are starting to show the season. And this is quite normal, don't panic if they do these. You can see these plants have got a little bit of dieback from the earlier drought that they experienced, and they're at various stages of preparing themselves for winter hibernation. This quite young variegated version is not showing any signs of autumn pending, whereas these ovate-leaved smaller varieties really are almost completely gone into their autumn colours, and they can be very spectacular. They, to some eyes, are a little messy, but I don't mind them, and certainly from a distance they can really give some good visual impact. The yellows can be really quite pronounced. Just look at these ones over here. Now, do you need to do anything at this stage in terms of their ongoing care for winter? Quite simply, the simplest answer is no. These can be left entirely alone. If you find that they're getting too messy or scrappy, or they're going brown or collapsing, and some will break, as you can see here, they can be removed. But be careful when you are doing that, because if you just move these sideways, you'll see that the stems are still quite vigorous and there's still green chlorophyll in there. So if you can leave them well alone, just while that's completely absorbed back down into the crown, you're going to be doing these plants a favour. One thing to just keep an eye on is the moisture levels in the compost in the pots. This time of year we're getting a lot of rain, but as you can see, the canopy formed by these plants can still be very effective at keeping that rain out of the pots. And it's just worthwhile checking them, particularly at this stage, if they're looking a little soft, that the compost isn't bone dry. We're continuing to water these. I'm not giving them any feed. We haven't really given them any liquid feed throughout the summer months, just the compost top dressing that they get once a year, once they are tidied up for spring. Now, this particular plant's exhibiting some symptoms not just of autumn recession, but also you can see where these have been eaten away completely, and this is either snug or snail damage. No worry about that at all at this time of year. It does look a little messy, but if you really find that is annoying you, just move the pot somewhere where it's not going to be in full view until these leaves have completely died down, and at that stage cut them off. Don't pull them. The stems are very fibrous, and if you pull them you can actually dislodge the crown and do some damage, allowing disease to enter into it. That can weaken a plant over the winter months. So cut them off using sharp secateurs, but wait until all the green's gone and they're completely in their dormant phase. And that's all you need to do at this time of year, really. Tidy the top of the pot, keep it moist but not overly wet, and hopefully the next time you'll need to do any action to get these back into full growth next year is at the stage when the buds are just starting to show through the crowns. And that's the stage when we tend to apply a top dressing, weed, and start to feed and water and bring them into a site where you can really enjoy that spectacular fresh new growth as it emerges from the dormant period over winter.